5'2" senior from Bayonne, New Jersey, number 10, Mariana Valencia. A 5'6" sophomore from Bayonne, New Jersey, number 11, Emily Karlicki.
Check 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 1, 1, 2, 1. Check 1.
A 5'4" junior from Garwood, New Jersey, number 19, Annabella Vola. A 5'3" senior from Elizabeth, New Jersey, number 22, Maria Castillo. A 5'4" grad student from New York, number 24, Ruby Ho. A 5'2" freshman from Mansfield Township, New Jersey, number 32, Avril Sabaha. And in goal, a 5'3" freshman from Watchung, New Jersey, number 0, Alicia Perez. The Scarlet Raiders head coach is Nate Gagliardi. His assistants are Anna Solera, Aris Alpian, and Joseph D'Arcangelo. The support staff is comprised of Isa Tabja and Angela Maya. And the graduate coordinator is Mariana Ferreira. And now, fans, if you were able, please rise and remove your caps as we honor our country with the playing of our national anthem.
Good evening, everybody. You are looking live. Frederick Douglass Field, downtown Newark, New Jersey. Tonight, Rutgers Newark women's soccer. It is our Wednesday night game of the week as the Scarlet Raiders take on the visiting non-conference Mount St. Mary College Knights, located up in Newburgh, New York. The Knights come in with an overall record of 1-5 on the season. Do not let that record fool you, everybody. They have had an insane strength of schedule. More on that in just a little bit. Your Scarlet Raiders come in with an overall record of 3-3 on the season. And without question, the best half of the year played in their victory over Mount St. Vincent. Mount St. Vincent, College of Mount St. Vincent in their last matchup. It was a 2-0 win. Well, I'll get it on the third time, everybody. Sarah Lawrence, as Nate Gagliardi said, the best half of soccer that he has seen in his 3 years at Rutgers Newark. Rutgers Newark was technical, they were fast, they passed the ball extremely well, and 2 huge goals in that first half against Sarah Lawrence. Yes, Sarah Lawrence in the 2-0 win. The first coming off the foot of Mariana Valencia, her team leading 4th goal of the season, followed by an absolute monster of a shot from the graduate student Ruby Hogue, her first of the season. Rutgers held on in that second half, but Sarah Lawrence did make a run of it. Rutgers clean sheet for the freshman goalie as well, Shayna Sackett. Shayna will not get the start here tonight. Per the usual, Alicia Perez, the other freshman standout goalkeeper in purple for Rutgers Newark, will get the start. Shayna's a little banged up, a couple of nagging injured, nothing serious, but she's going to get the night off. So there you have it, folks. The table is set. Running through the starters real quick for Rutgers Newark, it's Perez, Young, Nigveski, Hagigi, Valencia, Karlicki, Vieira, Village, Castillo, Hogue, and the freshman Sabaha. For the Mount St. Mary College Knights, It'll be Maria Baldwin. Their leading scorer, by the way, number 4, Morgan Tubbs. She's been injured, is out, will not play. Number 6, Grace Mora. 10, Caitlin Schotter. Number 13, Genesis D. Leon Portillo. Isabella Barone. Deliciana Nacarado. Emma Mahali. Number 20, Faith Welsh. Number 27, Lily Tanko. Elizabeth Linan, and finally it'll be Caitlin Hansen rounding out the starters for the College of Mount St. Vincent. Let's go live to the pitch for the opening kick. And it will be the Knights to start things off in the navy blue with white numbers. It is Rutgers Newark in the home white. Our officials tonight, the head referee in neon yellow. On the pitches, Stan Grabowski, Glenn Moody, and Steven Ostino are the line judges. So Nate Gagliardi telling me prior to the contest that getting off to a quick start is key tonight. May not sound like much, but he said, can we maintain that energy that we had in the win over Sarah Lawrence? A little bit more about this night's team, folks. They played 2 top 25 teams in the country, a 6-0 loss to NYU back on August 29th, and a 4-0 loss to nationally ranked Vassar on August 31st. Believe it or not, records were broken in a 20-0 win for the Knights against Yeshiva back on September 2nd. That's the only win of the season for this Knights team. They followed that up with losses at LaSalle, at Jersey City, part of the NJAC Conference, and a loss just the other night to SUNY Oneonta, 1-0. So, folks, we're underway. We want to welcome all of our viewers to Raider Vision and our Rutgers Newark women's soccer Wednesday night game of the week. Janiyah Young gives chase at midfield, and what a job the sophomore number 2, the defender Janiyah Young, has done. So much speed, makes up ground very quickly, some key saves in that, some key plays defensively for Janiyah Young in the win versus Sarah Lawrence. And here's Rutgers' leading scorer, Mariana Valencia. But the ball is turned over. And a long pass from number 17, that's Emma Mahali. Mahali is the senior midfielder, 5'4", out of Oceanside, New York. And there's the goalie in purple for Rutgers Newark. Just a great kid, by the way. You hear that said a lot. But Alicia Perez and her tag team partner, Shayna Sackett, I got to tell you, the energy, the confidence, they're besties on and off the pitch. Speaking of besties, I was talking to Shania Sackett before the game, and Shania said she's chomping at the bit for the game, the Moravian game, as her best friend from home plays on Moravian Sarah Klitsch. So circle your calendars for that one. It'll be the best friends going head-to-head in Sarah Klitsch from Moravian, and if our goaltender tandem allows, it'll be Shayna Sackett starting in goal. Again, a little bit of some nagging quad issues. You know, last year in high school, Shayna Sackett, Valencia just kind of whiffed on it with the left foot, but wide open in front was number 10, the leading scorer, Mariana Valencia for Rutgers Newark. Wow. The senior 5'2" forward out of Bayonne, New Jersey, and County Prep High School. You know, just love watching number 10. Quietly takes care of her business on the field. Listen, she's feisty, all business on the field. Maybe not the most vocal of leaders on this team, but she speaks, lets her actions speak more loudly than anything. Number 10, Mariana Valencia. And there's Janiyah Young, and she gives it up to number 17, Mahali, once again. And, of course, Rutgers Newark, their head coach in his 3rd season, Nate Gagliardi, had a nice chat with Nate yesterday and just really espousing the virtues and the love for his team after that solid, complete game, clean sheet for Shayna Sackett as well, playing the full 90 minutes. You know, Shayna Sackett, we talked about being a little banged up with the quad injury. And, in high school last year, Shayna at Morris Hills High School tore that quad muscle, somehow miraculously avoided surgery, was out for 6 months, and plays on one of the more elite club teams in New Jersey as well as her high school, and has battled all the way back to continue to battle. Alicia and Shayna haven't really solidified the number one yet. Oh, a little pass in front, nobody home. That was number 11 for Rutgers Newark, Emily Karlicki. And Nate Gagliardi telling me, Emily, number 11, circle that number. Emily Karlicki is due, and she's going to shine here tonight. I love the confidence in Nate Gagliardi in Karlicki. Karlicki, the sophomore, 5'6", out of Bayonne High School. She's fast. She's got a ton of technical ability as well. And agreed. Karlicki is due. We'll see how this unfolds here in the first half. For a team that's come in with all this hoopla here tonight, I'm talking about the 1-5 Mount St. Mary College women's soccer team. Knights located up in Newburgh, New York. Oh, down goes number 32 for Rutgers, the freshman Sabaha. And she's holding on to that left knee. Oh, boy. And the clock continues. Well, that's a good sign. Sabaha up on her own, kind of walking it off. Sabaha, what a addition to this team. Number 32 has been at a Mansfield Township and Bridgewater Raritan High School. Sabaha has hit the ground running, pun intended. And she's already got a goal this year, looking to add to that tally here tonight. But I talk about the accolades despite, other than those 20 goals scored against Yeshiva, Sarah Lawrence, I'm sorry, I keep conflating Mount St. Mary and Sarah Lawrence. But Mount St. Mary, the Knights, 2 goals scored this season outside of the 20 against Yeshiva. So they got to get it going offensively. And Joe Dolan, their head coach in his second full season, who happens to be assisted by Shannon Salvaggio, he said, look, we're just glad to have those games out of the way. We learned a lot from them. Mariana Valencia gives chase. Oh! Valencia still on the doorstep, but it's safely knocked away by the Knights defender. That was number 7 or number 3, Maria Baldwin, the 5'7" senior out of Patchogue, New York, Long Island. Newburgh, New York, beautiful part of the state. Just over the Tappan Zee Bridge and a little further up than that. They're known for their orchards. I think, what do they have? Peach, apples, tree farms for Christmas, all sorts of cool stuff going on in Newburgh. Shout out to Mike Pascal. And the Newburgh Armory, they put on some great boxing shows there as well. Mike, one of the legends in the boxing game. I've had the opportunity to announce a couple of shows up there. A lot of fun. They pack the house and sell it out. Call me, Mike. So, folks, if you're just joining us, 0-0 the score. It's Rutgers Newark in white and the Mount St. Mary College Knights in blue. And circling back once again to the Knights in that rough first half of this schedule here. Despite the blowouts to Vassar and NYU, you got to believe this team is better because of it. And there's a long ball right there. And good help defensively by Rutgers. And it will be a throw-in for the Knights of Mount St. Mary. The other thing I wanted to mention about Shayna Sackett, although not getting the start here tonight after the clean sheet against Sarah Lawrence, pre-game, you talk about toughness. This kid, Shayna Sackett, bit a hole through her tongue in a game, scrimmage, against Drew. And literally, it was like a crime scene out in that goal mouth. The literal goalkeeper's mouth and the goal mouth in front of her. Blood everywhere. Shayna Sackett, as tough as nails, has had her lumps so far in 2025, and she's still smiling. She's still confident. She still wants it. She told me, we got a corner kick right now for the Knights. Good ball. Oh, headed away. Ball still loose. Knocking around. And a turnaround just over top. Quick strike capability. That time it came off the foot of number 28, Caitlin Hansen, the senior defender out of Port Jervis, New York, and Minnesink Valley, 5'6". And as Shayna Sackett was telling me prior to the game, the one big difference for Shayna, and I didn't know who was starting tonight, so I keep referencing Shayna, but forgive me, even though she didn't get the start tonight. Well, we're going to be seeing plenty of her, and we saw plenty of her in the 2-0 shutout. She said, John, in high school and in club, it's just different. On this level, she's like, look at Ruby Hogue's goal, that long-range bomb for 40 yards. She said the ball can be fired at any time with equal parts velocity, precision, and effectiveness. She said that's one of the biggest changes since high school to college. The shots were usually a little bit closer in, a little more predictable. She said, John, you've got to be ready at all times. Speaking of which, I am John Heffernan with the play-by-play call here tonight on Raider Vision on YouTube. Thanks so much for tuning in, everybody, to our Game of the Week. And we've got a Rutgers player in some discomfort at midfield on the far side, close to the bleachers. And I'm going to ask my Mr. Everything, sitting to my left, Alex Salgado. Alex, we got a number.
32.
Ooh, 32. Thank you, Mr. Salgado. Sabaha down again. You saw her get banged up just about 3 minutes ago, and perhaps an aggravation to the same situation that she tried to play through. No need speculating, but she is clearly in a lot more discomfort now than she was just moments ago. The clock is stopped at 34:15. Brian Fanning out on the pitch, tending to the freshman Avril Sabaha out of Bridgewater Raritan High School. Oh boy, that would be that. We don't like to see this, folks. Wow. Avril Sabaha is slowly getting up to her feet. That's a great sign. And slowly walking off with Brian Fanning, the head athletic trainer here at Rutgers Newark. Sabaha, who was an MVP in her freshman year of high school, looking to repeat here as a freshman in college. My words, not hers, but I'd love to see it. And she seems to be favoring that left leg. So Vielka will check in. Vielka, the junior forward out of Elizabeth. Oh, the poor thing. Oh, boy. Avril very, very upset. I hate to say this, but based on what I just saw, I don't know if we're going to see Avril back here in this one. But if she can channel some skater boy toughness, Avril could be back. Alex, did you get my skater boy reference? Who got it? Okay, Mad Dog got it. Anyone else get it? Allie Miller? Okay. I'm just lamely trying to get some pats on the back here tonight, guys. That was an Avril Lavigne reference, who had a big hit, Skater Boy, back in the day. Oh! Come on! Where's the whistle? And it's going to be a penalty kick, a whistle indeed. I mean, bodies were flying. And folks, with 33-15, do it for Avril, I say. And I say that in a very sincere, meaningful way after the misfortune with Avril Sabaha, and we hope she's okay. Alex, who's lining up? Who's lining up? It's number 13, Vielka Fernandez. Oh! Top shelf where Mama hides the cookies. 1-0. Rutgers Newark and Vielka Fernandez, the junior, with ice-cold water running through her veins. Zero hesitation, and she put it in a tough spot. She didn't go right. She didn't go left. She went directly over the outstretched hands of the the goalkeeper at 5'8", Elizabeth Lanani. Amazing, confident shot by Vielka Fernandez puts Rutgers up 1-0. And Vielka gets her third goal of the season. And doing it for Avril seemed to be exactly what Rutgers needed after Sabaha went down. We'll have an update for you about Sabaha at the very latest at halftime. And hopefully she's okay. But Rutgers get that all-important first goal, and you really got to credit the pressure that Rutgers continues to sustain ball possession. You look at Karlicki there. Janiah Young backs up now. And now Young steps forward. Excellent pressure, goes to the opposite side, just out of range for Samantha Vieira. And now to the far side, here come the Knights. And stepping up beautifully there for Rutgers was Negveski, the senior defender out of Franklin High School. Good anticipation by Negveski. And it will be a throw-in for the Knights. And, I don't know, call me crazy, but Nate Gagliardi really just, I see a very spirited man this season. He was so delighted with the play of his student athletes in that first half against Sarah Lawrence. And then the edict for the second half was lay back and absorb. Lay back, absorb. And they did just that. That's why you didn't see any more goals in that second half out of Nate Gagliardi. And one of his keys to the game tonight against this very technical team from Mount St. Mary College is, according to Nate, close down the midfield. Don't give them time. Also, you may not believe this, but very humid and intermittent rain on and off all day. It's a beautiful pitch here. Brand new field, high quality turf. But listen, a lot of moisture on that turf. He said be sure, his message to his ladies was the turf is wet. Be sure to follow shots. And we saw that exact kind of scenario, which turned into a penalty kick for Rutgers. It was a player following a shot. The player goes down, and it translates into a penalty kick and a goal for Rutgers Newark. And Rutgers now continues to heap on the pressure. A high ball into the box, and we'll have a whistle. A little bit of a dangerous play there from Karlicki. I did also have an opportunity to speak with the head coach, Joe Dolan. Not to be confused with Jim Dolan, my old boss at Madison Square Garden. Isn't that right, Mad Dog?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Joe Dolan, in his second season, very confident young man. He was talking about two of his players to watch tonight, as we are just under 30 minutes in this first half. For Rutgers Newark fans wanting to get to know a little bit about the Knights, and for any Knights fans that are watching, we got Rutgers. Ooh, corner kick here. Alex, can you see who that is?
Number 11.
Anthony, thank you. That was a long ball into the box, and it's headed away. But getting back to Joe Dolan, he said number 6, Grace Mora, is a deep long ball threat for sure. Speaking of which, off the crossbar and in. My gosh, a long-range bomb from Elisa Hagigi. The 5'9" sophomore forward out of Cedar Grove makes it 2-0 Rutgers. Woo! Drink it in, Scarlet Raiders fans. For Higigi, it's her second goal of the season. Wow, we were just talking about the long-range threat from number 6, Grace Mora. The other player to watch for the Knights, number 17, Emma Mahali. A first strike touch and also good from distance. Joe Dolan said we've got to keep the ball on the ground. That Rutgers is a tough opponent. They play physical here in the end, Jack, but tonight's all about confidence and turning the page and getting back to our winning ways. I said to Joe Dolan, is tonight's game winnable? He says, John, they're all winnable, but especially tonight. Oh, Janiyah Young almost got tangled up, but protects her goalkeeper there. And if Nate Gagliardi wanted a continuation from that last game against Sarah Lawrence, he could not have asked or written for a better start to this one, as we're at the 27-minute mark here in the first half. 2 45-minute running halves. Some nice moves there by number 6, Grace Mora, who we just talked about, the junior forward out of Hopewell Junction, New York. A transfer out of Wagner College. A pop quiz. Press box. Anyone know where Wagner College is? Chris Russo? Staten Island is correct, Anthony. We will have a Scarlet Raiders gift bag for you at the end of the game. And that is a long ball from Janiyah Young, which runs out. Cannot speak enough about just the maturation of number 2, Janiyah Young. A brilliant move by Gagliardi, IMO, as far as moving her from midfielder to defender. As I've said in that last broadcast, she could play anywhere. I'll say it every day, all day. Janiyah Young is just an exceptional overall player and just brings so many different assets to her game. And I don't know how she felt about the position change. I'd like to get her take on that at some point. But she's been shining and may not have the glory of a goal scorer. But Janiyah Young, man, you know, if play gets broken down, she's there. If somebody gets beat, she's helping out. She makes up a ton of ground in very short order. And she is all over the field. There you see it right there. A perfect example. Janiyah Young outclasses number 10 from the Knights. I shouldn't say outclasses, but outran her. Caitlin Schotter. Caitlin, very classy young woman as far as I'm concerned. Freshman 5'1", out of St. John the Baptist, out of Long Island in Lindenhurst. And some good first passes out the gate. And that's 2 in a row now. Now to the far side. Good defensive play by the Knights. An excellent pick there. I believe that was Deliciana Nacarado. Deliciana Nacarado. Deliciana Nacarado. That's an awesome name. I'll get it, guys. Just give me a little wiggle room. 24 to go, folks. It's 2-0 Rutgers. Just a quick rundown of the Scarlet Raiders in their last couple of games. It's 2 in a row, looking to make it 3 here tonight. In our Wednesday night game of the week, John Heffernan with the call alongside Alex Salgado. Jalen Event, Allie Miller, stand out on the women's softball team. All joining us up in the booth. Jalen Event, of course, is here. Joanna Ash is just joining the party. And, of course, our legendary public address announcer, Christopher Russo. Chris, of course, the rink reporter for the 87s down the Jersey Shore. Just a perennial powerhouse, junior hockey. Rink reporter, PA announcer, and he's taking the time to be with us here tonight as our public address announcer. So we thank Chris for that. No relation to the Mag Dog, I might add. Salary a little bit higher than the other one. But Chris always does a great job, and we are thrilled to have him here tonight. And a great hockey man as well. Folks, we are under 23 to go, and there's Janiah Young towards the center of the pitch. It's picked up by number 10, Schotter. Schotter down to the far side. With a little bit of space and a little bit of time, here come the Knights. Oh, beautiful ball! And that's going to go wide, but what a pass. And down goes a Rutgers player as number 19 comes into the game. That's Sophia Light, the 5'7" junior defender out of Wappingers Falls, New York. The Mercy University transfer is going to give it a go here, everybody. A little bit more about Mount St. Mary College. It was founded back in 1959 by the Dominican Sisters. Oh, good ball there. And Janiah Young, just nasty defense by Young. Oh, I mean, that's textbook Janiah Young, everybody. You kids at home, rewatch that play right by it. It doesn't look like much, but Janiah Young is just a shut-down defender, period. So, a.k.a. the Mount, or MSMC. Shot! Score! Eliza Hugigi, her second of the game, makes it 3-0. Rutgers Newark, and the sophomore is on fire here tonight for the Scarlet Raiders. For Hagigi, that's her third goal of the season. And a great pass from Samantha Vieira. Wow, I mean, you can't blink in this game. Trying to tell a few stories. It's been all Rutgers. And guys, I got to be honest with you. I thought that this was going to be a huge test for Rutgers tonight. Rutgers is just a step ahead. And I'm telling you, this is one heck of a team. The Knights. They have certainly got their work cut out for them here tonight with 20:40 to go in this first half. Long range! Oh! A little bit more about the Knights. 2,240, let's see, 2,000, 3,000. They got about 4,000 kids, including 2, 3, yeah, about 4,000. Up in Newburgh, New York. Beautiful 70-acre campus. Overlooking the Hudson River. Roughly halfway between New York City and Albany. New York State's capital, by the way. And, of course, the Knights are in the Skyline Conference. Let's take a look at that Skyline Conference, shall we? And give you a little update on the Skyline Conference, if I can find it here. How about we take a look at the NJAC Conference? Just going with what I got, people. Skyline NJAC Conference, although NJAC play has not started. And there's Karlicki. Karlicki with space, centering pass is knocked away by the Knights. Are we a little distorted with the sound here, folks? What do you think? Hopefully it's okay, everybody. Karlicki goes down to the pitch. So we're going to take a look at the NJAC right now. Overall, Alex, who is in first place in the NJAC? Prediction, guess. Ramapo at 3-0-1. Rowan in second at 4-1. So your guess was close. Montclair 3-0-2. Kane 3-1-1. Jersey City, wow, 4-2. That's crazy. Willie P 3-2. Stockton 3-2-2. And then we got Newark, College of New Jersey, and Camden. Well, with a win tonight, Rutgers is going to climb that ladder considerably. And speaking of NJAC play, I want to take a look real quick as we have another substitution, everybody. Checking into the ball game, it's number 16, Jalen Evans. Oh, big JE fan out of Sayreville. You know, I had a little chat with Jalen about a week ago, and you know, just a freshman, but man, that is one confident girl. Yeah, young woman, I'm sorry. And she's usually early into the game and is making the most of her time so far here in 2025. She's a freshman defender. And there's Janiyah Young again. And Janiyah Young is really frustrating this night's offense. And Karlicki is cut off at the pass. But getting back to that Janiyah Young play, she absolutely dominated Grace Mora, the junior forward. If we look at some of Mora's numbers, Grace with 2 goals and assists this season. Leading the way in goals, we mentioned with 3 for Mount St. Mary's is Morgan Tubbs injured. I believe it's might be a bit of an ankle situation. I don't know. But Morgan continues to be out. And it's number 9, Hagigi, trying to create here for Rutgers in the turnaround. Wow. And that's a long ball. But what a shot there. I mean, a point-blank blast by number 13, Vielka Fernandez. Alex, that was Vielka Vielka Fernandez, the junior, nearly had a goal for Rutgers, if not for the... Oh, we have a goalie change, everybody. Number 1, Juliana Iwashko. And there it is. The goalie change doesn't add up. Rutgers tests Iwashko right away. And it's number 9, Eliza Hagigi with the hat trick. Wow. Eliza Hagigi with her 3rd goal of the game. That one caught me off guard. I mean, Rutgers didn't waste any time. That's her 4th goal of the year, and Valencia is now tied with Hagigi. Mariana Valencia, by the way, named the NJAC Offensive Player of the Week in her hat trick of her own against Yeshiva University.
We gave 13
But wow. Alex, how would you describe that goal by Hagigi? I mean, is it me, or did the new goalie Owashko, was she even set? I feel like she just got in. Wow, the poor thing, Juliana Owashko, out of Oceanside, New York. I mean, barely had time to turn around, and she had Rutgers breathing down her neck. The freshman lets up the first shot she faces. And by no fault of her own, by the way. Juliana, I'm sure, will rebound. But Rutgers, I mean, if the first half against Sarah Lawrence was the best half of Nate Gagliardi's tenure, I'm saying this has to surpass it. You know, the longtime Caldwell standout as both a player and a coach of the year, Nate Gagliardi, goalkeeper, has really done a remarkable job, everybody. This team just continues to grow every single year since Nate has taken over. A little bit more about Nate. You know, Caldwell Division II team, by the way. Nate Gagliardi's first win at Rutgers was against Union College, tough team, upstate New York. Near my alma mater, Siena College, a long-range set piece by the Knights. The Knights just can't seem to get anything going whatsoever. Alex, we have a breakdown of shots. Is it? I don't mean to harass you, Alex. So the shots, 9 on goal for Rutgers Newark, 9 overall, just 2 for the Mount St. Mary College Knights here at Rutgers Newark Frederick Douglass Field. 13 minutes to go here in the first half. It's been all Scarlet Raiders from the opening kick, as they have absolutely dominated. Ball possession, shots on goal. Every facet of the game, it has been as complete a half as we've seen this season. And there we go. Tested, finally, it's Alicia Perez, the 5'3 freshman out of Watchung, New Jersey, and Watchung Hills Regional High School. Diving at her right to make a pretty good save for Rutgers Newark. So Alicia trying to stay busy as well as we approach the 12-minute mark in this one, a non-conference matchup in our Wednesday game of the week. And that will be a whistle and a free kick now for the Knights out of Newburgh, New York. It will be number 3, Maria Baldwin, the senior defender out of Patchogue, New York, Long Island, with the long ball on the far side. Headed away now by Rutgers, as Rutgers continues to keep up the pressure. The Scarlet Raiders now past midfield. Stepping up beautifully there for the Knights was Maria Baldwin. Great anticipation by the senior defender out of Patchogue Medford High School. Play continues now on the far side. We're back at midfield. Rutgers collects. Now to Janiyah Young, the upstart sophomore defender. Taps it off to number 21, Nunez. Nunez, of course, the identical twin sister combination here at Rutgers Newark. And giving chase, it's number 9, Hagigi, who's already got the hat trick here tonight, looking for number 4. Knights now on the far side, control, heading towards midfield. Passing midfield, Valencia was there to disrupt for Rutgers. Giving chase now for the Knights. It's a number 6, one of their star players, Mora. Mora dishes to Schotter. Ball bounces in and out of the box quickly, and here comes Rutgers and Valencia. Valencia with a head of steam, and that pass is broken up beautifully by Isabella Barone, the freshman out of West Babylon, New York, at St. John the Baptist High School. 10:30 to go. All Scarlet Raiders in this one. The Knights can't seem to get anything going, but this one is in front. A little bit of a double team action defensively for the Scarlet Raiders, and from way outside out of desperation, the Knights put it on goal. And it's Alicia Perez there to make the save, as she will slow things down and peruse the playing surface. Can't miss Maria in the purple, and Maria bangs it away. Now at midfield, kept in by number 14, Sophia. That was number 14, Isabella Barone. Now on the far side, it's Nick Vesky for Rutgers. And a collision there. Bodies everywhere. And the Knights maintain. Now on the far side. And, I mean, it was Karlicki that Nate Gagliardi said to keep an eye on tonight. Perhaps that was, what do you call that? A little, I don't know, a little distraction? A little gamesmanship by Gagliardi? Maybe it was number 9 all along. Hagigi. Elisa Hagigi has quite arguably had one of the best games of her young career here at Rutgers Newark. And checking in now for the Knights, it'll be number 5. I believe that is Kellyanne Moran, the junior, 5'3". Kellyanne, a midfielder. A forward, actually, out of Ronkonkoma, New York. Oh, nice play there by number 17 to keep it alive. And that was Mahali, and coming way out of her net was Alicia Perez. Good aggressive goalkeeping by Perez. You got to like how the freshman's taking control back there. You know, both of these kids, Shayna and Alicia, very vocal. And, you know, you'd think maybe, freshman coming in, I got to know my place a little bit. I got to defer to the... No. Goalkeeper position, confidence, vocal leaders, always a good thing and a great sign for these two freshmen moving forward. You got to love the camaraderie between the two of them as well. There's no jealousy. They're both battling. I'm going to tell you, Nate Gagliardi is going to have a very, very difficult time in assigning a number 1 goalkeeper to this team. So far, it's working, though, as Rutgers is looking to move over the 500 mark for the first time this season. They're currently at 3-3, and undefeated at home, 2-0. You got to love the home cooking here for Rutgers Newark. They seem to be playing really well at home, obviously. They have not lost yet. And again, that is the case here tonight on a muggy Wednesday night. Oh, another Rutgers Newark player down. Oh, boy. Ooh, Brian Fanning comes running out. And this one, oh, boy. Do we have a number there, Alex?
It's either
Oh, no, it's not Jalen Evans, is it? 16? Oh, boy. Jalen Evans. One of my favorites. I hope she's okay. I haven't talked to many of the young ladies on this team yet. Jalen is one of them, though. Just such a nice girl. Oh, boy. Well, let's hope that Jalen is okay. She's still down. Oh, boy. I don't know. I can't, we don't have the luxury of replay here. Alex, you don't. We can't roll that back, can we?
Play it back?
Yeah. No. All right.
Because we didn't put the replay button.
I gotcha. It's all good. Jalen Evans remains down on the pitch. Oh my gosh. She has not.
7 got the yellow card.
7 got it.
And the yellow card will be assessed. Who got the yellow card?
Number 7.
For us?
For Rutgers, yeah.
That was Viviana Valencia who got the yellow card, Mariana's sister.
23 for 16.
So, Viviana, the yellow card had nothing to do with the Evans injury? Doesn't appear that way. And Evans is still down. This is concerning. Oh, she's holding the right knee. And now Nate Gagliardi out on the pitch. This is serious. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. I don't mean to be overly upset here, but Jalen Evans, you really could not meet a nicer young woman. The 5'2" freshman out of Sayreville War Memorial High School. You just hope it isn't anything too serious. So Evans remains down. 6:32 remaining in this half. The clock is stopped. It's been all Rutgers Newark. And Brian Fanning, it looks like, I'm not sure what they're working on. Oh, no, she's sitting up. Okay, great sign. Jalen Evans is the daughter of Dina King and Kareem Evans. So shout out to Dina and Kareem. You've got a great kid. She's going to be fine. In case you guys are listening. She's going to get helped off by Brian Fanning and Nate Gagliardi. I believe it's a right knee. Don't quote me on that. And now, that's the second significant injury that we have seen tonight. The first in another freshman for Rutgers, Avril Sabaha. And now it's number 16, Jalen Evans, who did not get the start tonight but came off the bench early, as she normally does. And it is that right knee. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Well, I wish her well. Some of Jalen's hobbies, coloring, spending time with family and friends, favorite food, rice balls. Well, I hope somebody can bring her some nice rice balls and comfort food tonight, make her feel a little bit better. But Brian Fanning works his magic, everybody. The head athletic trainer for Rutgers. So our fingers are crossed for both Avril and now number 16, Jalen Evans. Again, at halftime, I will have updates after halftime for both of those players. A long ball set piece. Oh! And almost catching Rutgers sleeping. That was number 17 with a beautiful ball, Mahali. Wow, snuck behind the Rutgers defenders, if not for the strong play of Alicia Perez. Perez read that beautifully and stepped up, gobbled it up to preserve a clean sheet. Or I should say, I don't want to jinx anybody, but it's too late. It's 4-0. Perez working on a shutout of her own. Her counterpart with the shutout in Rutgers' last game, a win over Sarah Lawrence on September 15th, 2-0. And the other shutout for Rutgers this season coming against St. Joe's Brooklyn, 11-0. Ball's now on the far side. It's Baldwin for the Knights. Baldwin cuts back and heaves it back to her keeper, Owashko. Juliana Owashko out of Oceanside, New York, replaced the starter, if you're just joining us, Lanani. And it will be a throw-in for Rutgers. And number 21, Juliana Nunez, will give it a whirl for Rutgers. Up front, we've got number 22, Maria Castillo, Viviana Valencia, along with Elisa Hagigi in the box. Where's Ruby Hogue? Oh, there she is. Ruby Hogue. We haven't seen a lot of Ruby tonight, but she is out towards the logo at midfield. And another throw-in. This time it's Janiyah Young. Back to Young. Young double team. Fires it off number 14. That's going to go out of bounds. Isabella Barone, the freshman, 5'3" defender, has been strong defensively for the Knights tonight. Dropping back is Hogue defensively for Rutgers. Giving chase, it's number 13, Vielka Fernandez. Ball now towards midfield and past it. Oh, beautiful job there by number 3, Negveski, who's been strong tonight. Negveski giving the Knights so little room. Great anticipation. Another shutdown defender for Rutgers Newark. Playing in the middle as we see a 4-3-3 vintage Gagliardi. And we've got another substitution for the Knights. It's number 24, Raleigh Tondini, the forward midfielder, I should say, 5'7" out of Goshen, New York. And that ball is kept in play. Now it finally trickles away. So the last game for the Knights against SUNY Oneonta was back on the 13th. Excuse me. Back come the Knights. It's number 17 again, who has a really strong long ball capability. That's Mahali. Kicked back in by number 20, Faith Welsh, the junior defender, 5'8" out of Goshen and Monroe Woodbury. And the centering attempt is over top. That was number 13, Vielka Fernandez for Rutgers. Wow, folks. Okay, listen. If anyone's a little bummed out about Avril and Jalen, you have a right to be concerned. We're going to go down and check it out. We'll have a injury report for you right at the start of the second half. And hopefully they're both okay. And the flip side to some of the challenges that every team faces in a season. We talked about the toughness of Shayna Sackett and the hurdles she's had to overcome. Janelle Atta, last season, major reconstructive shoulder surgery, has come all the way back. This Rutgers team has fight. We talked about the leading scorer for the Knights, Morgan Tubbs, the sophomore out of Pine Bush, New York, the SUNY Brockport transfer, who's been banged up. It is just life as a college athlete. But it's been all Rutgers here in the first half, everybody. On goals, the hat trick from Elisa Hagigi. Also, Vielka Fernandez with the goal. And the 3 unanswered goals by Hagigi. Alex, Hagigi scored 3 in a row, right? So that's a natural hat trick. Natural hat trick for Hagigi. Wow. Okay, everybody, enjoy halftime. 15-0. Just a quick shots on goal, Alex. We're going to just give that to you real quick. 11 total shots for Rutgers and 4 for the Knights. Okay, everybody, don't go anywhere. We will have a lot more for you. And if Rutgers hangs on, we're going to indulge our viewers with a on-camera post-game MVP interview. And hopefully Rutgers hangs on because they're up 4-0. And they are 3-3, looking to get into the overall win-loss 4-3 over 500. But first things first, we will be back with more Rutgers Newark women's soccer against the Mount St. Mary College Knights right after this. We'll see you in 15. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Check. Check.
Alright, appreciate it.
I texted it to you, I can email it to you.
Alex. One, check 1, 2.
I'm gonna assume 1 in goal.
And welcome back, everybody. We're here live at the Golden Dome. I'm sorry, at Frederick Douglass Field. Golden Dome's across the street, close enough. If you're just joining us, we are moments away from the beginning of the second half here at Rutgers Newark. The Scarlet Raiders women's soccer team at 3-3 this season, coming off a big win at versus Sarah Lawrence. 2-0 at home, well on their way to their 4th victory of the season. It's 4-0. A hat trick from number 9, Elisa Hagigi. She has just been absolutely on fire and unstoppable here tonight. Vielka Fernandez also with a goal for the Scarlet Raiders. The shots are 12 overall for Rutgers Newark to 4 for the Knights. The Knights are going to have to make some big adjustments here if they're going to get back into this one. Mount St. Mary, their record 1-5 overall. As we mentioned, they've played some top 25 teams in the country in Vassar and NYU. Let's see what their head coach, Joe Dolan, has done as far as the message is concerned, as far as reacting and getting back into this one. Let's go to the pitch for our live coverage. The final 45 here at Frederick Douglass Field, and we are underway in the second half here in Newark, New Jersey. And stepping up beautifully there, number 24, Ruby Hogue, defensively for Rutgers Newark. It was Hogue who had her first goal of the season in the win against Sarah Lawrence, located in Bronxville, New York. It was about a 40-yard, maybe 30-yard shot from outside the box, and it was a rainbow beauty that just caught the underside of the crossbar for her first goal of this season in the 2-0 win for Rutgers Newark. That game, of course, was played right here at Frederick Douglass Field on the 15th of September. It'll be a throw-in for the Scarlet Raiders. And we do have an injury update for 2 Scarlet Raider players that were helped off the pitch in that first half. First, it was the freshman, number 32, Avril Sabaha. I'm not going to speculate too much, but I will say Avril appears to be okay. I am told we will not see her return here tonight. It was a leg injury. I don't believe it's anything catastrophic, and thankfully, the same can be said for number 16, Jalen Evans. And Jalen looked to be in considerable pain and was down on the ground for quite some time as Rutgers has the ball bouncing around in the Knights' end. And it's going to be out of the box, and that'll set up a corner kick. Here in the early stages of this second half, in the first 2 minutes, Rutgers already creating opportunities yet again. As we mentioned, the Knights 1-5 on the year. Their lone win coming against Yeshiva University. If you can believe the score was 20-0, and it indeed was just that. A couple of headers by Rutgers make it 3 in a row. The ball finally comes down to earth. Now to the near side and out of bounds. I want to give a shout out to a new guy we have, part of the Rutgers family here in our second half. Noah Burton, a big photographer, big shot from the New Brunswick Division I campus. He shoots a lot of the action, sports-wise up in New Brunswick, including the football team, among others. In the Big Ten Conference, he's taking his talents to Newark tonight, and we've seen Noah bouncing around this year. So I want to thank Noah for all of his contributions with the photography and content, alongside Mia Lopez, also one of the stalwarts for our content creation here at Rutgers Newark. You can check us out on Instagram, Twitter, X as we like to call it these days, and of course on our Rutgers Newark homepage, our website, where you can get all the articles and schedules, roster information, and all things Rutgers Newark athletics. And the throw-in, it's headed away, and it's Karlicki up ahead, and there she is. It's number 9, putting that one towards the cage, but it's blocked in front. And Valencia is jammed up, and play now goes to the far side, just outside the box, and that's going to roll out of bounds. It'll be a goal kick for the Knights. The Knights also made a goal change late in that first half. It was Juliana Owashko who came into the match, and she subsequently faced a shot literally within seconds of checking into the game, and it turned out to be Elisa Higigi's third of the game. A natural hat trick, 3 goals in a row for Higigi. And the throw in here by Janiyah Young is now gathered by number 22 Castillo, who goes back to Young, and it's broken up there by the Knights. Ball past midfield. Rutgers doing a great job here of spreading the ball around. We know after that 2-0 half-time score in the last matchup against Sarah Lawrence, the message from Gagliardi was sit back and absorb. We'll see how Rutgers plays it in this game against the Knights. But it's been all Rutgers, as they can't do any wrong here tonight against the Mount St. Mary College Knights, located in Newburgh, New York. And a nice play there by Schotter. And that's broken up by Ruby Hogue defensively for Rutgers. That shot put towards the frame by number 28 for the Knights. That was Caitlin Hansen out of Port Jervis, New York. Caitlin, senior, 5'6". And that was headed back by Samantha Vieira. Giving chase now is Castillo. Castillo up ahead of Valencia. Valencia is going to get called for a violation, and it will be a free kick for the Knights. The Knights quickly up ahead. Ball now to number 17, Mahali. And a beautiful defensive play by number 3, Negveski, who's been very strong tonight. This is an impenetrable defensive wall from Rutgers, as Alicia Perez working on a 4-0 shutout, the goalkeeper for Rutgers Newark. It'll be Janiyah Young now to set up the free kick alongside her teammate. Stepping in front of that one was Schotter, and out of bounds. It'll be a throw in Rutgers. And we've got our first substitution here in the second half for Rutgers. It'll be Viviana Valencia coming on. And coming off, it's number 9, Higigi, the offensive hero so far. We've played about 8 minutes here in this second half. Pass now on the near side, collecting for the Knights. It's Hansen. A nice little pass over to number 16, Nacarado. Giving chase, it's Faith Welsh. Up ahead to Hansen. And now it's Mahali. Good pass from Mahali to number 27, Tenko. Lily Tenko, the senior, 5'8", out of Kalispell, Montana. Got a Big Fork. What a beautiful part of the country that is. It's Lily Tenko, the senior midfielder. Alex, who do the Yanks have tonight? The Twins?
Yes.
That was a scary one. They almost blew that. What was it? 9-8 the final. 10-9.
2-2 right now.
And it's 2-2. Yankees up in Minnesota as the MLB regular season winding down. You know, when the chill is in the air, the playoffs are close. Also, the sun's setting a lot earlier these days, I've noticed. Oh! And there's going to be a trip called against Negveski, and that'll set up a set piece here for the Knights. And a bit of a dangerous spot here for Rutgers. And it looks like it'll be number 17 who's got quite a leg. Mahali, the senior out of Oceanside, New York. Mahali, very dangerous with that right boot. Towards the goal! And just over the top. Mahali went for it. It'll be another substitution for the Knights. It's going to be number 15 coming on. It's Angelina Robinson, the sophomore. Forward. 5'4", out of West Springfield, Massachusetts. Looking to inject a little life into this Knights offense. We'll see. As Joe Dolan in his second full season with the Knights, mixing and matching a little bit here to the start of the second half. And slow to get up on the far side, it's Hogue. It looks like she's okay. Now to the near side, it's number 23, Kalia Cottrell, the freshman defender out of Somerset, New Jersey, and Franklin High School. One of 10 freshmen on this Scarlet Raiders team in 2025, and a number of these freshmen getting right to work. A lot of playing time, and a good nice little ball there from Valencia to her sister Viviana. Two sister combinations on this Scarlet Raiders team, as we've mentioned a number of times this season, including the Nunez sisters, Dana and Juliana. Now looking ahead on the Rutgers schedule, Mount St. Mary tonight, and then this Saturday, right here at home, our next women's soccer broadcast will be against Moravian University. And a special little sidebar to that game is the best friend of Shayna Sackett, the freshman goalkeeper for Rutgers. The shot! Oh, beautiful. Washko, excellent position. So Sarah Klitsch, as we mentioned in the first half, is a Moravian women's soccer player and the best friend of Shayna Sackett, who will likely get the start on Saturday. And Shayna said, I can't wait to play against her. And that should be a lot of fun for the Rockaway, New Jersey product, Shayna Sackett, the former Morris Hills High School players. I believe Klitsch played at Morris Hills. I'm not 100%, but if they're BFFs, I'm guessing maybe they played club together. I don't know. But a pretty cool story nonetheless. So we'll look forward to that on Saturday. See if the best friends. Once that whistle blows, though, it's all business, I'm sure, between Shayna Sackett and Sarah Klitsch of Moravian. And then, of course, after Moravian, it'll be the City College of New York. That's next week on the 22nd. And then, folks, it is here, September 27th, which is a Saturday night under the lights at Frederick Douglass Field. Rutgers will take on Rowan. And talk about getting right after it. Rowan, as we mentioned earlier, Alex Salgado, his prediction, Rowan number 1 in the conference, number 2, but at this stage, that doesn't mean a whole lot. But Rowan always strong, as Alex mentioned. Oh, a nice little ball on the inside. Shot is wide, but what a beautiful pass from Caitlin Hansen. The senior at a Minnesink Valley High School fed her teammate beautifully. That was Lily Tanko, who was in on the goalkeeper for Rutgers, Alicia Perez. So just to reiterate one more time, Avril Sabaha will not return in the second half, nor will Jalen Evans, but they both seem to be, okay. I saw Jalen walking around with Brian, our athletic trainer, working out the kinks in that leg. But perhaps as a cautionary move, Nate Gagliardi will keep those two firmly anchored to the sideline here tonight. And, this early season, we don't know, we won't know anything really as far as details, probably till tomorrow. But two very big pieces for Rutgers Newark. But it just goes to show the depth of this Rutgers Newark team. The next woman up mentality in effect here tonight. And a very deep roster for Nate Gagliardi this season. He's done such a great job of recruiting. And such a great staff, too, in Anna Silvera, Aris Alpian, Joey Dark. Darkangelo not here tonight. Issa Tabja and Angela Maya, part of the support staff this year for Coach Gagliardi. And Mariana Ferreira, of course, the graduate coordinator, such a hard-working young woman. And something in common with the Coach Gagliardi, both Caldwell alums. Mariana, Caldwell undergrad, getting her master's here at Rutgers Newark in public administration. Mariana got a bright future ahead of her as well. Rutgers is lucky to have her. And Mariana at Caldwell played defensive midfielder. And one of the things she really likes about being on Coach Gagliardi's staff is just what has turned out to be a really, really, really great group of girls. And those are Mariana's words. Mariana always busy on that sideline and behind the scenes. We appreciate all that she does, in addition to the entire staff under Nate Gagliardi. So another player a little shaken up for Rutgers, perhaps a cramp. And that's number 22, rocking the green cleats tonight. Maria Castillo, as Ruby Hogue takes the long ball for Rutgers. And that pass hits its mark. Sophia Light goes to the far side, but it's out of bounds, and Sophia a little bit frustrated after that. 5'7" junior out of Mercy University, the transfer student. Throw in by Young for Rutgers is knocked back to Young. And it's back out of bounds. Nice little crowd on hand here tonight at Frederick Douglass Field. A couple of more substitutions. We got a Nunez sighting. It's Dana and Juliana. Back on for Rutgers, in addition to the Knights' number 22, Rosalia Fornino, the sophomore midfielder, 5'3", out of New Hartford, New York. Let's try to find out a little bit more about number 22 for the Knights. She's an advertising and public relations major, referring to number 22, Fornino. And 2024 Skyline Conference Academic Honor Roll. Good for her. As Fornino appeared in 16 games as a freshman. Made her first career start against Skidmore up in Saratoga Springs, New York. What a great part of New York State that is. And Fornino had her first career assist in September of last year in a win over Rutgers, Newark. Shout out to Rosalita Fornino's mom and dad, Mike and Julie. And she's got two brothers, Giovanni and Gaetano. I gotta love it. Also a graduate of New Hartford High School. Played for the Coliseum Soccer Club. So we wish all the best to Fornino as her college career continues. Number 22, Rosalia Fornino. Folks, we're under 26 minutes now on the clock here, the second half at Frederick Douglass Field, Newark, New Jersey. It's Rutgers 4 and the Knights of the Mount St. Mary College. The Knights of Mount St. Mary, 0. A couple of more players onto the pitch now for the Knights, including number 24, Riley Tondini, and number 8, Evie Dowd. Dowd, a freshman out of Mechanicville, New York, and Tondini, a sophomore out of Goshen. Some aggressive play here by Rutgers. And in frustration, Fornino, a little shove from behind, which will put the ball here on the near side for Rutgers. And gaining midfield, it's Cottrell. Cottrell up ahead to Nunez. Nunez coughs it up. And back come the Knights. Nice little pass up ahead to number 19. That was Sophia Light. But Rutgers has it again. And a nice defensive play by number 14, Barone, for the Knights. But it will go out of bounds, and that will be a throw-in for Rutgers. Janiyah Young, man, she's got a powerful throw-in. It's almost like a set piece sometimes on the ground. That's another thing Joe Dolan told me before the game. We got to keep the ball on the ground. Joe also mentioned, Joe Dolan, of course, I'm referring to, in his second year with the Knights. Ball's in front. The shot. Top shelf left side where Mama has the cookies. And finally breaking through, as Gagliardi said she would, number 11, Emily Karlicki. The sophomore makes it 5-0, Rutgers Newark. And for Karlicki, it's her second goal of the season. And this offensive onslaught continues here in the second half for Rutgers Newark. 5-0.
Raiders goal for second of the season, scored by number 11, Emily Karlicki. Assisted by number 18, Samantha Vieira. The goal comes in the 22nd minute. Karlicki, her second from Vieira, in the 22nd minute. Now entering the national.
A nice touch on that pass to Hansen. Hansen with space. Hansen with time. Hansen had the pass blocked. Oh, look at the beautiful hustle here by Nunez. Oh, look at how far Iwashko comes out of the net. Nearly at midfield. Wow. Nunez again. Gritty play by Castillo. There was Nunez on the far side to Young. Young tried to find Nunez again, but it's broken up by the Knights. Down to the near side. With a head of steam, it's Hansen. Caitlin Hansen. And there she is, Janiyah Young. Coming all the way back to help out defensively, doing her job and then some. One of the unsung heroes of this defense for Rutgers Newark. Janiyah Young, another solid performance here tonight. Cannot sing enough praises in the direction of number 2 for Rutgers Newark. Man, she is just always on. I don't know how she doesn't get gassed out there. She covers a lot of ground on that pitch. Ball now on the far side at midfield. There's Young again. Young says, let me throw it downfield. I can catch a breather. And Iwashko collects for the Knights. Iwashko out of Oceanside, New York, another freshman on this Knights team. Six freshmen on Mount St. Mary. And helping out defensively for the Knights. Back now to Cottrell. Cottrell waits and gives. Approaching 20 minutes on the clock here, folks, in Newark, New Jersey. Castillo up ahead. Knights with a little something here. But coming back to help beautifully was Negveski. And now it's Nunez. And Nunez gives to Negveski. So strong defensively. Gabby has been phenomenal tonight for Rutgers. Hansen now. Hansen being D'd up by Viviana. Ball now towards midfield. That was Evie Dowd up ahead for the Knights. Just a little too far. Evie, the freshman, out of Capital Elite. And here's Janiyah Young. Janiyah Young cuts back. Janiyah Young keeps it on her feet. And here's a long ball for Nunez. But it's Iwashko who anticipated that well and kicked it away. But Rutgers has just been relentless. No sitting back really in this second half. As we saw against Sarah Lawrence. Nate's letting his horses run. Bunch of thoroughbreds out there for Newark. And we've got a player slow to get up for the Knights as the clock stops at 18:47. John Heffernan here with the call on our Wednesday night game of the week on Raider Vision on YouTube. I want to thank everybody for tuning in. What a great night, especially if you're a fan of goals. 5 of them scored here tonight. 5 unanswered goals for Rutgers Newark. As Mount St. Mary, just 1 win this season. Losses to NYU, Vassar, a win against Yeshiva, and then 3 in a row in the L column. At LaSalle, Jersey City, in their last game, a 1-0 loss to SUNY Oneonta. Check out what's coming up for the Knights as far as their schedule is concerned. So it's going to be the College at Old Westbury on Saturday. That opening kick scheduled for 12 p.m. It's going to be the first Skyline match of the season. Those are really the ones that matter. I think Joe Dolan will have his kids ready to go for that one. And that will be in Old Westbury, New York, a road game for the Knights. And then next Wednesday, Joe and Co. will be at Sarah Lawrence College in Bronxville, New York. And then Saturday, September 27th, is Alumni Appreciation Day in Newburgh, New York, at Kaplan Field, as Manhattan University, formerly Manhattan College in Purchase, New York, will make the trek up to Newburgh. Another Skyline matchup as well. So 3 conference matchups in a row for Joe Dolan and his kids, and then it'll be Russell Sage in Albany, New York on October 1st. I got a couple of good Russell Sage stories for you folks one day. All girls, at least when I was in college, at neighboring Siena. Russell Sage was a lot of fun, though. You know, got to go to a few events over there. Where else? Skidmore, right up the road, right up the New York State Thruway in Saratoga. And then you had UAlbany, one of our rivals. We played in the Capital. I played lacrosse at Siena, Capital Cup, Capital District rivals. And now on the far side with space and room, centering shot, knocked in, but they're calling it off a handball. Wow. So the handball, was that called against Rutgers number 6? Kimberly Vera. So it looks like Vera is the guilty party. Going a little Diego Maradona hand of God action there for youngsters at home. Probably don't even know what I'm talking about. The late, great Diego Maradona from Argentina, winner of the World Cup. Died not too long ago. Some consider one of the best players to ever play the game of soccer. It'll be a corner kick for Rutgers as number 33, Skylar Prince, is now on the pitch for the Scarlet Raiders. Skylar Prince, freshman defender out of East Brunswick High School. Great to see Skylar out there. And Rutgers just continues to heave on the pressure. Point-blank shot and a save. Nunes with an absolute bullet that Iwashko washed away. And more substitutions with this game in hand at 5-0. We'll have number 5, Samantha Mullen out of Bethlehem, PA, and Freedom High School onto the pitch for Rutgers. So it's going to be a corner kick now for the Scarlet Raiders. It's headed away. Nate said follow your shot, and that's what the Scarlet Raiders have been doing all game long. It's continued sustained pressure from Rutgers Newark.
No, they just keep like a percentage.
In a continued effort to get to know your Scarlet Raiders, let's talk a little bit about assistant coach and recruiting coordinator Anna Silvera. So Anna from Newark, just a standout both academically and athletically. Got our master's in criminal justice here from Rutgers. Graduating with a 3.950 GPA in 2022. My gosh, big brain on Anna. And her coursework, among other things, financial crime, justice law, policy, criminal law, reflecting her commitment to the field. And it's Nate Gagliardi who is so grateful for her commitment to this team. And before the Masters, Anna earned a bachelor's in criminal justice and psychology back in May of 2021. And with that degree, undergrad 3.693. My gosh. And Anna consistently made the dean's list for 7 semesters. That shot is saved by Alicia Perez, who's been phenomenal tonight when called upon. And also a big community contributor. Assistant soccer coach here. And is also the head coach at the MatchFit Academy.
Dana, help out here! Julie, help here!
And Anna was the captain of the Rutgers women's soccer team from 2017 to 2021. That shot's going to go wide. And also another thing that's close to Anna's heart is her participation in the Braven Accelerator, where she was selected as a fellow. My gosh. And that enabled her to develop essential skills like time management, effective communication, problem solving. Oh, the ball's still loose, and now finally kicked away, but keeping up the pressure for Rutgers was Hagigi, vying for number 4 on the night. The other thing with Anna, and I could talk all game about this, assistant coach Anna Silveri, fluent in Portuguese and speaks Spanish as well. And is also a big workout kid, gym rat, running as well. Just an absolute rock star on Nate Gagliardi's staff, Anna Silveri. We like to call this Get to Know Your Scarlet Raiders. And with this game 5-0, it's nice to be able to work Anna in. Anna, we thank you for all of your contributions, your hard work, and in the classroom, on the field, and the work that you're doing with our young student athletes. It's remarkable, and we're all grateful to you for it. Under 12 to go now, as Janiyah Young once again gives chase defensively for Rutgers. And clamping down is Hogue, but it goes off of Hogue. The ball's loose, but a nice job by Alicia Perez. Bit unsettled as Perez looking to counter Shayna Sackett's clean sheet in Rutgers' last outing. A 2-0 win here at Frederick Douglass Field. Hope I don't jinx her. Good pressure by Faith Welsh for the Knights as Welsh backs up now. And a throw-in for the Knights. And a battle there between number 16, Nacarado, and number 14, Sophia Alario for Rutgers. Alario the sophomore out of Milford, Pennsylvania. Lario did a lot of good things as a freshman. You know, such a deep route. Wow, things getting chippy here on the near side. Very physical play. Little give and go here by the Knights. Ruby Hogue couldn't catch up, and nearly catching up offensively for the Knights was number 27, Lily Tenko, but once again it was Alicia Perez saving the day for the Scarlet Raiders. Hogue now for Rutgers. Stepping up for the Knights, number 16, Nakarado. And it'll go out of bounds. Throw in for the Knights. 10 minutes to go, folks. Not too early to start to think about our player of the game. Kind of a no-brainer. I was going to take a vote here in the box, but I don't think it's necessary. Play continues now towards the middle of the field. Oh, beautiful pass and catching it on the fly. It's Nunez. Back now to number 7, Valencia. Up ahead towards Vieira. Oh, and down goes the Knights player. And I think it's going to be Prince that tripped her up and going to get called for the yellow card. Don't think that was intentional. Prince got tangled up with Caitlin Hansen. And that's going to be a set-piece opportunity, a free kick for the Knights. And it's wall time for Rutgers Newark. And this shutout on the line for Alicia Perez, the goalkeeper for Rutgers, and it will be number 20 to take the kick, Faith Welsh, the junior, 5'8", out of Monroe Woodbury High School. A big moment here with 8:20 to go. It's now or never for the Knights. Oh, what a save by Perez! She timed it beautifully, diving to her left. The low liner from Caitlin Hansen. How badly does Perez want this shutout? My gosh. That's got to be the save of the year for Alicia Perez. Beautiful job by the freshman to hold on to this 5-0 lead. These two goalkeepers for Rutgers Newark continue to push each other to new heights. We saw Shayna do it just the other night, and now it's been the Alicia Perez show. And of course, can't talk about anything without mentioning Elisa Higigi, the sophomore at Mount St. Dominic Academy, with the hat trick here tonight, leading the way offensively for the Scarlet Raiders. Ball now on the far side. Stand by for our post-game wrap-up show, folks. live from the press box here at Frederick Douglass Field. Hansen, who's had a strong game for the Knights tonight. Gotta love the character of Hansen despite being down 5-0. Hansen continues to press for the Knights. I think that's where you can really learn things about your players. Whether you're up 5-0 or trailing 5-0, especially in the latter part of a game. And with the start of the conference schedule looming for the Knights, gotta take advantage of every non-conference matchup. Despite their struggles this season, you got to think that Joe Dolan might have a plan with this strength of schedule in this early part of 2025. As if you believe it or not, it's hard to believe that tomorrow, already September 18th tomorrow. Another substitution for the Scarlet Raiders. It'll be Nina Patti, the sophomore. We haven't seen much of Nina tonight. Very talented freshman for Rutgers Newark. A sophomore, I should say, out of John P. Stevens High School. I've liked what I've seen out of Nina this year. Everyone vying for playing time on this team for Rutgers Newark. Patti points ahead, but it's a little too far. Ball on the far side now at midfield. If you look at Rutgers now, they have, in their last 3 games, this is a telling stat. In the final, we're now under 5 to go. Rutgers has not let up a goal since September 10th at FDU Florham. They shut out St. Joe's Brooklyn, they shut out Sarah Lawrence, and they're shutting out the Knights here tonight. Really just speaks volumes about this Nate Gagliardi defense. They've all seemed to have bought in. The offense, equal parts as powerful. That was number 15 for the Scarlet Raiders, Kaylee Tucker, doing battle in front. And another shot! But it's offside. Washko got a piece either way. So, folks, it looks like indeed our player of the game. Is that a yellow card? No, okay. Player of the game will be Elisa Higigi, the sophomore. 5'9", with the hat trick here tonight. And we hope she'll accommodate us with a chat post-game just for a couple of minutes, and we'll let everybody get out of here. And my thanks to hard-working crew here this evening as well. I saw Leonard Hughley earlier tonight, too. The top ops guy here at Rutgers Newark. One of the hardest working guys I know. That centering attempt is finally connected on by number 8 for Rutgers. That was Solarte. Ashley Solarte, the 5'2 junior out of Elizabeth. Good to see Ashley contributing. Against Skylar Prince. Butting heads with Caitlin Hansen, and a couple of more substitutions with just under 3 minutes to go. We've got number 25 and number 4 for Rutgers. Genesis Serengo and Angie Vega. Vega out of Keyport, New Jersey. And Genesis is out of Oak Knoll School, Newark, New Jersey. Sophomore, 5'1" midfielder. All alone Zeta Murphy will kick it back to Perez. Perez in the purple. Her counterpart, Owashko, in the blue on the other end. Looks like kind of a baby blue. Turquoise, as it were. Oh, good play there by the Knights, number 16 with the header, Nakarado. And now it's Rutgers, Solarte, deep in her own corner. And it's going to go out of bounds. The clock now ticking down to 2 minutes to go here in this first half and second half. All Rutgers Newark. Rutgers Newark looking to make it 3 in a row. And with the win tonight, their record will officially be a winning one, as they will improve to 4-3 on the season. And our player of the game, Elisa Hagigi. But a good all-around effort, and now it's Hogue down to the pitch. She seems to be okay. A couple of other injuries that we reported earlier. There are 2 freshmen that seem to be okay at halftime. Avril Sabaha and number 16, Jalen Evans. 2 big contributors this year to Rutgers Newark, so we'll keep you posted on that. And our next broadcast, folks, on Raider Vision will be on Saturday. Women's soccer versus Moravian. That opening kick set for 7 p.m.
Hey, hold that
30 seconds to go. Long ball.
17.
Oh, no!
I can't tell who hit that. 27.
What a beautiful setup by the Knights with 27 seconds to go. And the shutout is history. Is that 17? We're trying to get confirmation on the Knights' goal.
17 did the free kick, though, right?
We're still looking for confirmation on that goal. We know that number 17, Emma Mahali.
17 kicked it, so it'd be assisted by 17.
So Mahali with the assist, and the goal will go to Evie Dowd, the 5'7" freshman out of Mechanicsville. And for Evie Dowd, Evie picks up her first goal of the season. Nice job by Evie Dowd, and the first goal of her collegiate career, breaking up the shutout. Nice job, Evie Dowd, on a beautiful setup by Emma Mahali. So, in fact, Alicia Perez no longer gets the clean sheet, but listen, it's really neither here nor there. What an incredible overall effort by the Scarlet Raiders. We're going to grab our player of the game and be back live here in the booth with an on-camera interview right after this.
He's watching. Set. 8. What's up? 17, but he assist. I just gotta start the clock and let it end. Let it end. 8 from 17. Uh, 8, and then 17 had the assist. She took it, and then she took the catch.
The Mount St. Mary goal is credited to Julie Down for the first of the season, assisted by number 17. Goal comes in the 45th minute, down for the first for Holly. Again, fans, thank you for attending us. Please make them safe.
Bird stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. Of course. It's nice to finally meet you.
Sort of mess.
No, we'll go with that.
Thank you so much.
You got it.
Okay. This is the right angle? Okay.
Okay, you ready?
Yes. Those steps had me winded, I'm not gonna lie. It's Elisa, yeah. Yeah.
Okay. 3, 2, 1. And welcome back, everybody. We are here live at our Rutgers Newark Women's Soccer Post-Game Show with our player of the game. It's number 9, Elisa Hagigi. My gosh. Elisa, pretty amazing performance. I would have to say it's got to be one of your better performance of your
Yeah, for
college
sure.
career so far. You know, it's funny, I was talking to Coach Gagliardi before the game, and he was like, you know, I think Emily Karlicki's due to break out tonight. So many players are close. I mean, did you dream of this scenario tonight? What had you going early? Because once you got going, it was really hard to continue.
Yeah, so Coach actually had a talk with me yesterday at practice, and he said that I've been making the runs, but I've been coming back too deep. So, like, when the ball is being played, I'm not there for the slip-in. So this game, I just focused to stay higher during the match. So
You get your natural hat trick 3 in a row. That's 4 now in the season, tied with Mariana. Not to focus too much on the numbers, but is this the kind of play that you always felt you had in you to become kind of one of the centerpieces of this offense, or is it really sort of a game-to-game mentality on who's going to be getting the goals?
At practice, Mariana and I and Bianca, like, we have very good chemistry. So during the game, I'm just glad that it is just, you know, appearing and it's growing every game, and we keep progressing. And yeah, so I think right now it's just like every game we're getting better, and chemistry is just growing as of right now. So yeah.
It's really cool, too, to see how complete the games have been for you guys. If you look back to Sarah Lawrence, a really strong first half and a 2-0 win there, and you kind of picked up where you left off here tonight. What would you attribute to sort of the well-rounded approach that this team is taking, helping each other out defensively, being super powerful offensively? I know conference play hasn't started yet, but you seem to be more complete overall.
Yes.
What are your thoughts on that?
So I think in the first few games we had really good moments. However, we couldn't, finish in a sense. Like our last pass was a little off. We weren't being consistent. So, I mean, we even had it in like our locker room board, be consistent. So recently we've just been consistent, like in our defense or forward line. So yeah, I think right now we're just being consistent. That's the key.
Awesome stuff. I'm going to let you go in a minute, but tell us a little bit about Cedar Grove, Mount St. Dominic, your background, and what it's been like here, and just your second year here at Rutgers.
Yeah. So with I came to Cedar Grove when I was like 10. I was born in Canada. And
you were?
Yeah.
Wait, where?
Montreal.
No, do you remember it? Like,
yes, we visit a lot because we have family there, and
God, I don't know if I can hear like a little Canadian accent, maybe.
Maybe, yeah.
I've spent a lot of time up there.
Oh, do you?
Especially Montreal too.
Really? Yeah.
Yeah, my grandmother's from there, but
oh, really?
we'll talk more about that later. But that's terrific.
Yeah,
so to have that experience must have been kind of cool.
It was
you.
nice, but Cedar Grove, I was there for middle school, and then high school I went to Mount St. Dominic in Caldwell, and my coach kind of just used me wherever he needed me. I started as a freshman and played every game basically till my senior year unless I had injury. And yeah, so I played honestly the midfield, but because we were lacking in the midfield. So yeah, I've always played different positions, but for club I always played forward. So like over here, I feel like coach just uses me where he needs me.
Very cool. How do you feel about sort of the way things are looking moving forward? Moravian Saturday, and then very quickly towards the end of the month, it's going to be conference play
Yes.
and Rowan and right into the thick of
Yeah.
it. Do you feel like you're kind of progressing at a good pace
Yeah, for
overall?
sure.
And what are your thoughts, final thoughts on this one as we lead into Saturday?
Yeah, so I really feel that we're going to come in really strong for Moravian. I think every win that we get, we're just growing that chemistry and that fire, and we're going to come in hot. So I'm excited, and I think we can only go up. I think we're growing every game. So there's no, we're not going to decrease, our energy. We're going to just keep going.
And just finally, how is school going, and what are your areas of interest in that?
Yeah, so
pursuit?
It's going well. I'm a pre-med major.
My
yeah.
God, shut up! No
Yeah.
way.
So last semester I was busy
so
with the honors
impressive.
college, and then so this semester though I'm focusing more on my major right now. But yeah, it's been really nice. I've been in different communities, like the honors college, then my bio community, and then soccer. So it's been nice. Busy.
Really neat. God,
Busy.
such a well-rounded performance on the pitch tonight. Super well-rounded, off it.
Thank you.
As well, sophomore number 9, Eliza.
Yes, you got it.
Eliza Higigi, a name you won't soon forget anytime. As well as she is our player of the game with the hat trick tonight, 3 goals in the 5-1 victory for Rutgers Newark. They improved to 4-3 on the season. Next matchup will be right here at Frederick Douglass Field against Moravian on Saturday. Hey, great game.
Thank you so much. It was so nice meeting
on all
you.
your success. So nice meeting
It really
you.
was.
And we do a little thing, kind of corny, but on 3, 1, 2, 3. Let's go, Scarlet Raiders. Can you do that?
Yeah, of course.
Okay. 1, and we're gonna say goodnight. So good night, everybody. And 1, 2, 3. Let's go,
Scarlet
Raiders! Big win, Rutgers. We'll see you. We'll see you back here Saturday on Raider Vision. Everybody, have a great night.